Thanks for being here towards the end of the open mic, and it's good to be here. And I'm a comedian, and I'd like to get right into it. We're good? Is it recording?
Yeah.
Oh, score. Here we go. The slippery nipple is both my favorite kind of drink and my favorite kind of nipple. It's all uphill from here. Learned that life isn't a beauty contest over the years. Fortunately, if it was, I'd be winning by 3 touchdowns, but not a beauty contest. 2 pieces of criteria when it comes to picking a lady just right for me. First, she has to be a big booty Judy, and second, she has to be a lady on the dance floor, but a freak in the bed. I like a woman with a body shaped like an hourglass. There's nothing like those curves. But if a woman has a body that's shaped like a pyramid or a hexagon or a pentagon, or let's say a barrel, works for me too. Thank you. A while back, my goal in life was to become so famous and such a celebrity that they would put my face on a postage stamp. But then I found out you have to be dead to have your face put on a postage stamp. I like to play guitar and mandolin and guitar, and I said that twice. I like to play violin and guitar and sing and put on concerts for myself. I always like these concerts. No one knows my favorite songs the way I do, and no one dances as passionately while playing. There's so many jobs I want to try for just one day, just to see what they're like, you know? I want to be like a hibachi chef or a quarterback for the New England Patriots. I mean, I'm no athlete, but I'm cooperative and a real good secret keeper. So surely they could use someone with those qualities. I hope one day I have enough iPod shuffles that I could shuffle them in my hand like a deck of tarot cards. And like a deck of tarot cards, use them to predict my future. It'll entail bankruptcy, failure, and owning 100 iPods. If you ask me, people who are cyberbullies have it pretty rough. I mean, it's hard to tell someone that they smell bad or dress bad when you're not there in person. I mean, in my mind, it just turns into a reverse phone sex kind of thing, like picturing your face right now. You know what I would do to it? Call it dopey. I like to have a plan to get even with someone in case they're being a dick to me. I thought of a good one recently. I'm going to take their iPod and I'm going to change the language on it to Greek. Because it gets so annoying, you know? You wouldn't be able to find the Backstreet Boys on it because in Greece they're the baklava, street lava, boys lava. And you wouldn't be able to find Wiz Khalifa because in Greece he's Bazooki Kazoo. I love Johnny Cash. Where are my Johnny Cash fans at? Oh, score. Sweet. I'm a big fan, and I think it's amazing how he played in prisons and put on concerts just because they were underdogs. And I know I wouldn't be able to do that. I mean, the big iron bars in jail would remind me of shirts with big stripes on them, and that would get me all grossed out because we know those haven't been okay to wear since the 70s, so I wouldn't hold up great in jail. Whoever smelt it, dealt it. Oh my God, I forgot a Johnny Cash joke. The stakes are really high on this one now, here we go. Johnny Cash is from the South, so he probably drank some manly stuff. Forget gin and tonic, the man probably drank whiskey and opium juice. Score. Whoever smelt it, dealt it, or whoever's smelling it is selling it, is a rule that's true of both people that fart a lot and people that have done a lot of cocaine over a lot of years. I've been playing a lot of fiddle tunes recently. I play violin, and I thought I would share a few titles because they're really cute and festive. And because they kind of tell stories, but not with detail. So I'd like to share a few. These are real, they're just festive. Oh, the Breeches Full of Stitches, the Connachtman's Rambles, the Musical Priest, which is like the second best kind of priest, the Star Above the Garter, and the Road to Lisdu Varna. So I thought I'd make up some of my own. Dilly-dally in the shower with my wife's best friend, wahoo waha. A wee bit of clinical gambling addiction. Hark, hark, the bona fide utopia. I'm not sure how far your knowledge of utopias go, but a bona fide one. Oh my God. I'd like to see a little more honesty in Valentine's Day cards, you know? I'd like to see 1 or 2 less cards that just say I love you, it's kind of boring, and 1 or 2 more that say I like you a lot. Or 1 or 2 more that say I like you a lot. And I'm dating you on the off chance someday you let me do you in the fart box. Yep. I've been playing violin for 9 years now. That's not something I do for fun, that's just something I do to impress women. I like to call myself an omelet enthusiast. It makes me sound so fancy, even though it means I just really like eggs. I went to Krauser's food store once. I'm sure they have them here, and I saw a sign above the produce section that said, "Go Bananas." And I was really glad about it, because otherwise I wouldn't know how to feel about the 1 barrel of bananas and 1 barrel of onions that was their produce section. You guys ever see the movie Air Bud? The series of movies Air Bud? Now those are a series of movies, technically. I don't know if you know the TV personality Tim Gunn, but he's so feminine, it's like he's the daughter of Marilyn Monroe and Betty Boop. It looks like I have competition in the not quite being manly area. I don't mean to brag, but I have a lot of friends. I mean a lot, I mean an ass load, I mean out the ass. I also have friends in the ass, but that's a different, more complicated story. If you call that space between your arm and your body your armpit, does that mean you could call the space between your legs, you know, your asshole, does that mean you could call it your leg pit? See, it doesn't kill, but I really like telling that joke because it says a lot about me. I'm whimsical and may or may not use drugs. I heard this story about this kid in my high school, and I have it on good authority, that he would do roofies for fun, recreationally, and I don't even know how that would work. Like, it's a Friday night, might hit up KFC, might go see a movie, or might date rape myself. I used to think that a badunkadunk was what happened when Michael Jordan jumped 12 feet in the air and slammed a ball in the hoop. I later find out that's a slam dunk. I later find out that's the dumbest joke I've ever heard. I want to get a dog named Sandy and get a dog named Diego. So I just shout, "San Diego," and both dogs come running. Congrats, because you know my family's one joke. It's a family joke, it's very cute. I love Nestle Butterfinger candy bars, they're my favorite. I'm not exaggerating, I'm not misusing the word, I love them. You could only imagine my dismay a while back when I found out Dairy Queen offers a dessert that they consider original, that they call the Butterfinger Blizzard. Well, I consider it awful, and I call it dessert plagiarism. I would be a whore if the pay were in Butterfingers and the pay was good. If there were an animal that after it ate, digested everything it's eaten into a Butterfinger-based bowel movement, and as the animal's ritual dictated, would drop that bowel movement on top of its master's pillow, I would adopt that animal. I would gladly adopt that animal. Just eating it is like having a game of capture the flag between the sweet, salty, and bitter parts of your tongue, and all the people playing have taken 5-hour energy shots. For some reason, I had to have my dick surgically removed and replaced with a candy bar, but I gotta pick which candy bar it was replaced with. I would pick the Butterfinger. Thank you so much.
Alright, cool. Give it up for Jacob Collison. Am I saying that right? That was awesome. Alright, so last but not least, we have Oscar